what's up? How you doing all this late night review here? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and I am here live once again for my live review of this week's episode of Smackdown, the March 5th, 2021 edition of Smackdown that took place at the WWE ThunderDome at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. We are still a couple of weeks away from the Fastlane event taking place on March 21st, 2020. Once again at Tropicana Field, of course, as we are about a month away from WrestleMania 37. And of course, we have that one more stop until we get there. Again, I was going to do this review live. Again, I was spent most of the evening video chatting with some friends, and I got NXT out of the way. Hoping this review hangs in still, because I have had some internet issues tonight, so hopefully this hangs in strong. Also going tomorrow night with me watching AEW Revolution and doing some live reactions tomorrow night also, as I plan on doing. But let's talk about SmackDown this week. I'll be honest, I had some problems with this episode of SmackDown. Felt most of the matches were kind of filler. I felt that they're missing out on some things involving some storytelling. I have an issue with a match that's already been made official for SmackDown. It's like, for a Fastlane, it's like, why is this happening? And so forth. So, not my favorite episode of SmackDown. Again, most of the episodes of SmackDown lately have been good. This was one that I felt like I'm just like, why? Like, I don't know. But, of course, you leave me your thoughts, as always, in the live chat or down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought, and I'll give you my thoughts as we roll into this live review. So, let's talk about it. The show opened up with an interview with Daniel Bryan and Michael Cole. Bryan basically told Cole to get out of the ring. He's got this. And he started off by playing back, what happened with him back at Elimination Chamber, in which he won the Chamber match. And he immediately fought Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, and he lost. So, he explains, though, how he felt like a failure following the Elimination Chamber. He mentions how, within the past year, he's felt that, he's kind of more so just put himself on the back burner and allowed, the younger talent to go by. And, to put them over and whatnot. Kind of, honestly, in reality, what really Bryan's been focusing on is putting over talent and making them look good. Which, for the most part, he's done a good job with, of course. But then, when he saw Edge at Elimination Chamber, and he speared Roman Reigns, and he picked Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, he says he felt like, he felt like a failure, he said. And then he mentioned, or before this whole thing started, Michael Cole mentioned how originally there was going to be a tag match at Fastlane. Edge and Bryan taking on Roman and Jay. And Bryan goes, wait a minute. Nobody ever mentioned that tag match to him, which, that was new to us as well. Nobody ever mentioned that tag match. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like, no. But basically he says how, he mentions a story about how when he first started wrestling, he was asked by somebody about why he shows low ambition. And he goes to say how he claims he has a lot of ambitions. He loved this business, this and that, and all that. Basically mentions how, he's very motivated and stuff, how he wants to actually, be ambitious and get right back on top where he deserves, as he believes this is maybe his last chance he has to main event WrestleMania again. Out came Roman Reigns, who basically points out how Bryan is an underdog and he's not ambitious. And he basically says how, Bryan doesn't love wrestling. He needs wrestling. While Roman Reigns loves wrestling, but the business needs him. And basically puts on the fact that, if you want another shot for this Universal title, you gotta beat Jay tonight inside a steel cage. And then Bryan avoids a cheap shot, and Bryan takes out Jay. Well, sorry, Jay took out Bryan with a cheap shot, and then later on in the night, while being interviewed, Bryan took out Jay. I don't know. Here's the thing. This was a good promo. With the whole, stuff with Bryan being ambitious and, all that jazz, typical, hype over like a baby face, like, a big heel. But I think the only thing that bothered me about this promo is, one, it was basically the same promo that Bryan cut on Talking Smack last week. He even mentioned CM Punk also in that promo, which, was kind of something else. I don't know if that was a jab or a tease maybe for something, but I highly doubt. Like I said, for years I've said this. I am not going to ever believe CM Punk is coming back unless I see it. It's just not going to happen. One, again, they basically haven't cut the same promos on Talking Smack. And two, and this one just crawls on my skin for some reason. It's kind of like what I said in my NXT review with the stuff with Dakota Kai and Shayna Baszler. Why are we ignoring the history between these two? Like, why are they... I get it because this is not a WrestleMania match. This is a B-show match now they're doing. But why are we ignoring the history between Bryan and Reigns? Again, they have history, how basically, like I said, I don't know if it's because the fans aren't back yet, but, it's comes to the point where they just gotta do with it. And, like, Roman Reigns, should be cutting this promo at this point, where he basically, trashes on the fans. Because, obviously, they turned on him. And this whole thing with, Reigns getting treated throughout his entire career, how he has been treated, dates back to Daniel Bryan in 2015. Fans wanted Daniel Bryan when the WWE wanted Roman Reigns. I feel like they should have incorporated that somehow into the story. But the fact they're ignoring it bothers me. Because I'm just like, okay, this is good, but, like, this could be even better. Like, we've been wanting to see this for, like, God knows how long. We've wanted to see Roman Reigns and heel Roman Reigns and face Daniel Bryan. I thought 2 years ago in 2019, I thought when Bryan was a heel and Bryan's the face and they're both on SmackDown, I thought, okay, let's do the match now and get this done. But now we have the correct dynamics. Now it's even more exciting. But again, we're just going to ignore their history? Like, that bothered me a little bit. I mean, the promo itself, the setup for, the eventual match, the main event, and, the eventual match for Fastlane was good. But like I said, it's like, did you think they would at least dig a little more into the history and make this more must-see feel, rather than, like, a more so, just like a B-show match? It's like, I don't know, again, if that's me setting my expectations too high for the feud, or if, I don't know. But to me, again, something just seemed off. Like, I was hoping for something more digging into, like, the history. Like, I guess what I'm getting, it's not bad, but it's not what I expected. So, that could be more so on me, or more so the company, but I just feel that they really shouldn't be ignoring, the truth and, the big history behind these two. Because, like, again, going back, what makes some of the best feuds work is continuity. And, the fact that there's history between these two, but they're just completely ignoring it, it's just like, why? Like, it just, I don't know. It might just, this might be something that's more so just on me rather than the company itself. Like I said, I don't know. It's just, I would have rather had them, dig more into the history. But I guess we're not doing that, so that's whatever. Originally we were supposed to have a tag match again, I guess, between the Street Profits and King Corbin and Sami Zayn, but then Sami and Corbin came out arguing, saying they don't get along, not friends, blah, blah, blah. And then they had singles matches with King Corbin defeating Montez Ford, and then Angelo Dawkins defeating Sami Zayn, and Sami got out and attacked one of his own cameramen in frustration for no reason, and I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. Like, that didn't do anything to me. And then Carmella fired Reginald, because Reginald apparently is obsessed with Sasha Banks, and we'll get into that in a second. Dominic Mysterio then defeated Chad Gable in the match, and then Rey Mysterio took out Otis afterwards. So, are they basically just running... They're turning Otis and Gable both heel, and what? They're just running into the grumbling buffoons? Like, again, the heel turn again was just so random. Especially for Otis, too. Like, who in God's name wants to boo Otis? I sure as hell don't want to boo Otis, so I'm already begging to turn him back to being a babyface. Yeah, if they were going to make him a heel, why split him up from Heavy Machinery? You know? That happens. And then, okay, what about this? Again, I am just not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm annoyed with what they're doing with Seth Rollins. Because they're bringing him back. I mean, I get it. He can't be the Monday Night Messiah anymore because, he's not on Monday nights anymore. He's on Friday Night Smackdown. But it's like, stop trying to act like his gimmick is different than it was before. I'm sorry, that's just kind of driving me nuts. But basically, he's being interviewed by Kayla Braxton, who notes that Cesaro is afraid to embrace the vision. Who rolls up? Buddy Murphy. Why on earth is Buddy Murphy trying to tell Seth Rollins that he wants to offer his assistance to the Cesaro situation, and maybe and also that he embraces the vision? Why in God's name are we doing this again? Like, you had the long-ass feud. Like what was what happened with him and Aaliyah and the Mysterios not enough? So we're basically going to act like that terrible feud never happened, and we're going to put Murphy back with Seth. Like, it's not like they've broken up once or getting back together. It's happened multiple times in the span of all of last year. They were together, they were not. They were together, they were not. It's just like, why on earth would Buddy Murphy want to get back with Seth Rollins? So, that made no sense. And then later in the show, Cesaro had a match with Murphy, and then Cesaro won and all that jazz. So I'm guessing it's set up for Cesaro and Rollins at Fastlane, which I've foreseen that match on pay-per-view, of course. But, like I said, how they're booking Seth Rollins is just annoying. Because, again, one, they're trying to act like it's a different gimmick. It's not a different gimmick. And two, why are we throwing Murphy back into being one of his henchmen? Or one of his disciples again? Because, like I said, it's not... We've done it already. They've broken up how many times? Why would you want to see them together again? And if that's the case, what was the point of turning Buddy Murphy face and having him be Aaliyah Mysterio's boyfriend? Like, just because Steve Cutler got released and they couldn't do the feud between the Mysterios... Murphy and King Corbin does not mean you had to, just throw him back in the same thing that we're doing. I don't know. I find this dumb. It's stupid. Again, it's making continuity wise. It's making even make Buddy Murphy's run I don't like it. It's stupid to me. And then we have, why in God's name are we doing Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Sasha and Bianca again at Fastlane? Why are we doing that match again? When, again, Naomi and Lana earn a shot at the tag titles the night after Rumble, and they still haven't gotten their match yet. Or, quite frankly, also, this should be Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez as the women's tag champs. I'm sorry, I still don't like that dumb, screwy screwjob finish they did. But that match is happening now on Sunday. And then Bianca Belair took on Shayna Baszler and won by pinfall. Shayna again just takes a pin, which drives me nuts. And then Reginald, of course, is out there again, and Sasha slaps Reginald to keep him out of business, and Reginald tries to apologize, but Sasha rejects him. Nia, though, calls Reginald cute. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. It was already disgusting with Enzo. Now we're going to do another love angle with Nia Jax. Oh, it's so bad. The acting's just so bad, and the stuff with Reginald, I don't know what the frick they're doing with it, but it's just getting annoying, and again, I didn't like it. We got that, Cesaro, and then we had this segment with Apollo Crews, who came out, again, with his new gimmick, obviously, with his new heel character. First off, I must also ask, why on earth did they change his theme again? And why did they change it to like a remix of like his newer theme and Jinder Mahal's theme? It's like a freaking remix in there. And Apollo cuts this good promo, basically saying how, like, we don't know who he really is, but now he's being what he is, and of course he wants another shot at Big E's Intercontinental title, which Big E is apparently going to be back next week. But they had Crews out of the blue to start talking in this accent, and I don't know why, but I did like what he was doing that, because again, it just sounded so fake. If they had consistently done it already, it's a totally different story. But the fact that he's all of a sudden trying to start talking like he has an accent, it's just like, it sounds so fake. Like, maybe lose the accent, but just the heel character in general, the promo skills, despite, of course, the way he talks and the accent, promos are being delivered a lot better by Apollo. I'll give him that. But, the accent, not a fan of that. But this, I'll give credit, was good. Big E returns next week, so again, we'll see what he has to say. He's going to challenge the Crews to a match at Fastlane, have a match at Mania. Whenever it is, we have to put the belt on Apollo Crews. Big E, does not need the IC title right now. I mean, he's already, gained the momentum and such, but, Apollo Crews, give it to him. He needs it. He really, really needs that belt. That's the way you're going to capitalize on his shifted momentum as he's fully embraced his heel gimmick, which, again, I like I said, maybe cool off on the accent a little bit. We also have a segment with Natalya and Tamina complaining to Adam Pearce about not getting a shot for the tag titles. Who cares? Bayley's also going to be showing something new to her Ding Dong Hello show coming soon. Maybe. And then the main event, Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso had a solid steel cage match, and Bryan won by submission. So Daniel Bryan will take on Roman Reigns at Fastlane. Sound good? Sounds good to me. That was SmackDown. Again, wasn't the biggest fan of it. Again, I had issues with, the booking of what the story they're doing with Roman and Bryan. Again, that might just be on me for setting my expectations too high with their history, but I still think, it would be nice if they did dig into their history a little bit. Again, I don't get why they're doing this Nia and Shayna and then Sasha and Bianca match again, and also the stuff with Reginald and Nia thinking he's cute is just so freaking weird. Again, I'm just baffled by how they're trying to get Rollins and Murphy back together, and it was just a weird show. I gave it a C-. We'll see what happens. Hopefully next week will be better. So SmackDown gets a C-. Check the live chat here real quick before we go off the air here. We got Tyler. He doesn't think CM Punk is coming back to WWE. I don't think so either. But let's go do it, guys. Again, C- for SmackDown. Not really my favorite show this week. Again, I will be live tomorrow several times. First, I will go live to do my top 10 AEW match of 2020. I will also do live reactions during the street fight with Sting and Team Taz, and I'm also going to do live reactions. My good friend Joe Miller will be here with me also. I will also do live reactions for the main event, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley in a barbed wire exploding barbed wire death match for the AEW World Championship. That will be awesome to see as well. So, and then if I'm awake enough after the show, my live review. So yeah, that's to come tomorrow. A lot of content, so we'll see how it goes. Guys, give me your thoughts on SmackDown, please. Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. Slap a like on the video and subscribe more content. Come to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandAirboy93. Guys, that being said, I'm checking out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Sleep tight. Peace out, everybody.